Welcome back to this Irae. Well, I'm still sorry about the last part. It went on and on and on. I just wanted to finish this conversation between these two, my at the moment favorite characters, and well, and no, not because of their goals, but because of the characters. I love twisted characters. And so, yeah, let's just continue. You called me supreme a moment before, and yet just now I have thought of a being I would label as the same.
カール、我が友。私も K を畏敬している。K の秘密に触れたいと願う。
Carl, my dear friend.
それすらも、基地官とやらの輪のうちなのか。
Carl, my dear friend, I revere you. As well, I desire to soar close to your secrets. Is that merely part of this cycle as well? The sensation we called foreknowledge?
残念ながらそのようだ。そうなってみて、初めてそうだったと思うがゆえの基地官である。
I am afraid so. When it does happen, and your brain believes that this is how things happened originally, do you begin to experience foreknowledge?
口惜しい、呪わしい。あなたと出会い、あなたほどの地獄に触れても、まだ私は生きていない。このままでは死ねない。
Ah, how agonizing, how truly vexing. Even upon meeting you and being exposed to your inferno, I still do not live, still cannot die. Oh, my small dog wants to play. I don't know if you can hear the squeaking noise in the background. Well, you should be able to listen to it. Right about now, he brought it into my room.
なるほど。わかるぞ。その胸。K の苦しみが手に取るように。
It just doesn't fit at all. I feel your agony. I truly do, as if it were mine to endure.
ならばご理解いただけるか。あなたが破壊を司るなら。
If so, I beg of you to comprehend if you do indeed command destruction.
面白い。すべてを壊すか。
How amusing. Shall we annihilate everything?
そう。この国を、この世界を、目につくものすべてを壊そう。
Indeed, may everything burn. This country, this world, all that our eyes can behold.
天国も地獄も神も悪魔も三千大千世界のすべてを壊そう。
Heaven and hell, God and Satan, from the first universe that was to the last that will ever be.
壊したことがないものを見つけるまで。
Till we chance upon something we have yet to ravage.
このゲットを超越するまで。
Ghetto. Till we transcend this foreknowledge.
それこそだ。
And when that day dawns upon us.
そういえば、私と K は前にもこの話をしていたな。
Indeed, this reminds me, we did have this little talk once before, did we not?
しかりしかり、100億回も繰り返した。
Indeed, that I cannot deny. We have repeated it millions of times before, more often than one could count.
我々は未だこの牢獄に囚われている。
In this very moment we are still but prisoners.
故に彼がいるのですよ。
Which is precisely why he is needed. Ooh. My dogs are back.
ザラトゥストラが
The one we call Zarathustra. I'm sorry for the background noises. Chapter 2, Xenophobia. Okay. Fear of something, I don't know. Xeno. I'll Google it if I remember it, but probably not. Suvahara City serial decapitation murder case death toll raises to 7. Ooh, okay. On December 4th, around 6:30 a.m., an employee of a diner located at the Suvahara City bypass discovered local salaryman Masayuki Shibutani, 28, and his friend and co-worker Mitsunori Oda, 28, collapsed in the diner parking lot. He notified the police. As both victims were decapitated, the Suvahara City Police Department has ruled this the work of the serial killer currently terrorizing Suvahara City. The police have issued a statement expressing their continued intent to pursue the investigation. Additionally, it seems as if the killings so far have been initiated at random, as investigators have been unable to identify any shared traits amongst the victims. A modern-day Jack the Ripper, the shadow of fear covering Suvahara City. Jack did not decapitate people, and he focused on prostitutes. Get your facts right. The ongoing Suvahara City serial murder case that started on December 1st has claimed 7 victims so far. A crime of this scale and level of depravity is unheard of in post-war Japan, though the criminal's MO resembles that of the prototypical serial killer frequently seen in Western society. Expert opinions remain divided, as the victim's body showed no sign of sexual mutilation. That is untypical for a serial killer. But a serial killer normally has a type they follow. Chaos on the streets. Suvahara City shooting incident. Shooting? On December 2nd around 1 p.m, a scuffle broke out amongst several boys in Maruyama-machi, the city's largest downtown district. Officer Takao Ota, 31, was shot by one of the youth involved upon arriving at the scene. Officer Ota survived the incident but is currently hospitalized. Criminal acts by juveniles have been on the rise in Suvahara City over the past few months. It would behoove the police to investigate the weapon employed in this incident and its means of acquisition. It didn't take me long to get my fill of news for the day. The teachers had given up on trying to teach today, abandoning most classes and telling us to study on our own. This provided the perfect opportunity for me to skip out on the roof, but the faculty was probably in the midst of a heated debate right around now. In other words, they were most likely discussing whether or not to close the school until the serial murder case blew over. It wasn't hard to imagine that they were getting complaints from parents left and right, and it's not like the students themselves felt much differently. Today, we were looking at less than 70% attendance rate. We were past the point where you could just ignore things and carry teaching classes. I just remembered a day when I think 12 people attended, 12 of 28 attended, and the rest were ill. And, well, we still had our classes. Some were like, okay, let's just watch a movie, but the rest were like, well, sucks for them, they have to, well, get all the things we've done in this class at a later point. Well, we were past the point where we could just ignore things and carry teaching classes. Yeah, okay. And of course, none of the students actually attending were interested in the whole self-study idea. The classrooms were little more than an offline stage for the sort of debates people were having about the subject on the message boards. Considering how many people were getting fed up with the whole thing and just heading home entirely, I was a model student by comparison. You jammed a bunch of teenagers on the edge into a box all day like this, and something was gotta give eventually. I really would have preferred to hit the road myself before any trouble arose, but I'd never hear the end of it from Kazumi, so I decided to just escape to the roof instead. Though, to be honest, there was another, more pressing reason I had for wanting to be alone. I sighed and slank down against the water tower. I had been having the same dream every night now, the same developments every time, culminating in my decapitation by a guillotine, and every time I woke up from it, there had been a report of a new murder in the city. I still couldn't figure out what that girl was, even though we'd never had anything resembling a conversation. I couldn't get any plaintive voice in that song of hers out of my head. The guillotine, the girl, my decapitated head rolling on the ground, bloody bodies with their heads severed. I couldn't help feeling that this was some sort of vicious cycle, with my dreams invading reality and reality in turn affecting my dreams, growing worse by the day. Why was this happening? I could think of 3 hypotheses that seemed plausible. Number 1, it was all just a coincidence, a random noise that only seemed to be forming a pattern. This was the most realistic answer. Number 2, I had psychic powers and my dreams were prophetic. I could predict the deaths of those around me. Such people did exist according to my knowledge. Number 3, the sort of cliché plot you see in mystery novels and the like. In other words, I'm the murderer? No way in hell. I banged my head against the water tower in an attempt to stave off that line of thought. Murderer was by definition a destructive act. There was nothing to be gained from going around killing other people. I tried to force myself to think about it from a rational standpoint. All that had happened was a few strangers dying, right? I wasn't the sort of guy to get worked up over something so trivial. My thoughts threatened to get away from me and spiral into an endless pit unless I kept repeating that with enough conviction to piss even myself off. I couldn't afford to be concerned with the morality of my outlook on the situation. Continuing to fret about things would just take me a deeper hole. If I wanted to convince myself that I was a normal person, then ignoring all this shit was my best course of action. Not that a normal person would react with that to the current situation, of course. Suddenly, the bell rang, interrupting my little reverie. It seemed that the 4th period had already ended. If the faculty ended up deciding to close the school after all, the day's classes would likely end now. There would probably be a school-wide broadcast soon enough. Sure enough, a voice emerged from the intercom about 5 minutes later. The content of the broadcast, however, were not what I had expected. I couldn't believe my ears at first, but I supposed it was an understandable position. Adults really had it rough. Another 5 minutes passed. I lay down on the ground and stretched out. So you really were here. Much like the school broadcast, I had expected this occurrence, but not to play out exactly in the way it did. Blue panties? Alright. You know, I've been thinking this for a while, but you hate school, don't you? For those peeping toms, white panties, blue panties. Now we've seen it, now we can continue. Kazumi stared down at me with an exasperated look on her face. Oh no, don't tell me I'm getting a strike from YouTube for showing these. Nah.
藤井君が嫌いなのは面倒なこと、小言とかそういうの全般。
Fuji dislikes annoying things like getting scolded. Things like that. I thought you were the senpai, not her. Okay, but what got me was that Himuro was there with her. Her tongue as pointed as ever. I looked up at the two of them, scratching my head. Well then.
青、白。
Blue and white. Yeah. Ha.
見えてるぞ、角度的に。
I'm at the perfect angle, you see. Ah. I zoomed in with my phone's camera driven by a sense of duty. Seriously.
エッチ。
Bleach.
何してんのよ、このド変態。
Yeah, the hell are you doing, you pervert? Rib phone. Himuro had the ladylike decency to conceal herself, but Kazumi gave me even more of an eyeful as she launched a kick directly at my face, which I dodged neatly.
寝てるやつの前で仁王立ちなんかする方が悪いんだよ。
It's your fault for standing with your legs spread wide open in front of someone lying on the ground, you know.
だからって、あんた。
That doesn't mean make it okay to... She kept mumbling unintelligibly. I could only make out a few words here and there, like you didn't need to report on the colors.
ほら、これあげるから機嫌直しなさい。青色さん。
Come on, take this and cheer up, Miss Blue.
いや、その。
キャラメル1個で買収されるなよ。安い青色だな。
Wow, Blue, you sure are cheap with one piece of caramel is all it takes.
失礼ね。安くなんかないもん。
Rude, I'm not a cheap woman.
ほら、藤井君もからかわない。青色さんも落ち着いて。
Come on, don't tease her, Fuji. You calm down too, Miss Blue. I normally don't even know what color I'm wearing. Seriously.
その先輩、嫌がらせですか。
Rhea, are you trying to make fun of me here?
何のことかな、藤井君。
What's she talking about, Fuji?
さあ、とりあえず空のように広い心を持ってほしいんですけどね。
Who knows? I will say I'd like her to be as open and forgiving as the sky above, though.
青色だしね。
It is blue, after all.
そうですね。
Indeed. Miss Blue managed to plaster a smile on her face even as her temples twitched. How talented.
ま、そんなどうでもいいことは置いといて。
Anyway, enough with the meaningless digression.
どうでもいいこと？
Meaningless?
ラメ入りとかスケスケとか秘密の小窓付きとかだったらどうでもよくないかもしれないけど。
Okay. Sorry. Well, maybe they wouldn't be so meaningless if they were see-through, featured some lame, or had an easy access window built in.
受けが欲しかったらもっと精進しなさいね。
You got to think big to win big. Himuro laid her hand on Kazumi's shoulder. A fascinating method of resolving the situation, to be sure, but effective in the sense that it made the other party feel like washing their hands of the whole thing.
もういい。なんだか疲れてきた。
Forget it, I have a bit of a headache now.
体張らなきゃ人気者になれないよ。
Like I said, you won't become a star with that sort of attitude.
なんで私がパンツの種類で人気取らなきゃならないんですか？あとそこの盗撮魔、今すぐデータを抹消しなさい。
And who said I was interested in becoming a star via my choice of underwear? And while we're at it, delete that photo, you peep shot shooter. Well, let's see. If we do, well, we probably will. Run wants to avoid annoying things, and it is annoying. having Kazumi following us about this photo. So yeah, we'll probably delete it. But maybe save it to something else. But who needs photos of panties anyway? It's boring. I don't get it. Well, it's not my sexual orientation anyway. It's not that I'm not... I'm asexual, so I don't get aroused by something like this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it before I talk some more bullshit. And I'll see you next time. Bye!